Okay, I'm going to quit being snarky and get this out of the way. So the OCM, Office of Cannabis Management in Minnesota, um, had as its one thing it had to do this year. This is the only deadline it had. The dispensary thing, 2025, that's all bullshit. It's all bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. There was no deadlines on that. The only deadline they had is that they had to prepare a report to the legislature by January 15th. Oops. Um, Whatever. But this has been their basis of talking points now for 2 months. Okay. And so I'm reading through this right away, like first day, copies. Man, I've done this video a few times more than I need to, but I've given people time because I don't want to piss off Jan Brady and the rest of the folks at OCM. According to the report, sorry for the news block looking, it just looks terrible. According to the report, the majority of individuals obtain cannabis, 67%, 68% from family, 62% from dispensaries, which is great because, that's where the governor told us to go was, to the dispensary, whether that's a adult use dispensary or a medical dispensary. We've been going here in Red Lake, to the dispensary where the governor told us to go and get our weed because we're cool with the natives. And, what we can't get from friends and family, we're glad to give that money to White Earth and Red Lake, right? So, yeah, we're going to the dispensaries, right? No, actually, they've interpreted adult use dispensaries not as the adult use dispensary that we have in Minnesota, but in fact, it's hemp flower that we're smoking. Interpreted here as retailers of lower potency hemp edibles. Oh, whoa. I've never eaten, well, maybe I have. I don't need them anymore because I've got some killer home grow from up the road, and I'm cool. And what I can't get in killer home grow, I can go get my swag weed at the dispensary. Notably, 54% or whatever, 53% illegal source, 43% from a medical dispensary. So blah, 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 blah. Although not definitive, no, it's not. These figures indicate a potential prevalence of illicitly acquiring regulated medical cannabis. No, it fucking doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. Okay? When people answered dispensary, and I don't know how your survey was done, if you're in multiple choice or they were able to fill in the blank. When the word dispensary came up, they said, yeah, I went to the dispensary because I went to where the governor told us to go, the dispensary. Where everyone's going, right? First go to the dispensary. We're not stealing weed from ground, okay? We're not diverting regulated medical cannabis. We don't want regulated medical cannabis. We don't want to support the companies that are running it, number one. We tried to drum them out in the bill, and they're coming back like cockroaches. And, can't afford it. I don't know where the hell they are. And I can just go up to my local dispensary where the governor told me to go and buy it. So, no. And, this started as a civil rights bill when Philandro Castille, when Mr. Phil got shot down the street by a murdering savage who had lawyers who then told him that he thought that Philandro was a murderer himself because he smoked marijuana in front of his daughter. And the jury let him out. That's why this bill's here. That's why I got back involved. That's why a lot of legislators got back involved. It's a human rights thing. To turn around in your first report to legislature, pull down your pants and take a shit in our mouth is not what we expect from our public servants. Okay? Not cool. Shows that you don't do your homework. You guys are just lounging about doing nothing, as you have for several months now. And not one of you gives a goddamn about us. Which would probably explain why the expungement board, that, hasn't been set up. The automatic expungements haven't been started. Felony expungements, good luck. It'll be years and years and years. Okay? But they can start just pummeling the shit out of us and calling us a bunch of losers. No problem there. Do your freaking homework, man. At least fact check your fact checkers and make sure that $1.5 million you gave to these stupid bastards in Massachusetts was well spent. Because in like 2 years, you've got to come up with $40 million for your agency. And I'm guessing in the 25-26 biennium, no matter who has or takes or loses control in the legislature, there's going to be an amendment, I guarantee it, stripping OCM of any outside fund. And you're going to see this agency become the hemp flower management company, Office of Hemp Flower Management, because that's all the money you're going to have coming in. You just piss me off. I mean, it's been 2 months now. I've been sitting on this, just kicking around, waiting, watching your press conferences. You have no intention of going back and correcting this, even if you know it's wrong. And that's a really shitty thing to do to a lot of nice people. I would hope for an apology, and I'll never do. But that's just me. Good old honest dispensary going guy. Was that well known? I don't know. Was that CBS? Or, there it is, folks. The government network smearing the people. It's meant to happen. Happy Sunday, folks.